Hi, my name is Samantha Wisdom, and this is my discussion for Subunit 2.1. And the first question is, play is a child's work. What does she mean by this? Well, to me, she means that child learns from play. That's the most important thing a child can learn from at such a young age. And I believe that their work would be, Picasso, his work is painting. Well, children at a young age can't really have work. So for their play to be involved, that's their work. That's what they do. That's how they learn. Play is a huge part of a child's life and it impacts them greatly. They interact with other kids. They get to experience different things and hear other kids and their outlook on certain aspects. And maybe that'll help them change their look on things. And you never know what that may lead to with the child. The second question is, what evidence is there in this video to suggest that the teaching team works hard at providing play-based activity centers that influence and encourage development? Well, first off, the teachers are very good at providing a very fun environment classroom for the children. A lot was going on with the kids. They were playing constantly. None of them looked bored. They all were so happy with their choice of play. None of them were distraught. And I think another reason for that is they allow the children to be very independent. If the child doesn't want to participate in the activity and wants to go play somewhere else, they allow that. So I feel like that's another thing, the child makes its own choice. And another thing is that the toys are at their level, and it allows the child to be independent. So a child can go pick up a toy if need be and then put it back when they are done. It allows to show them independence. And another evidence that the teachers did is they sit down a lot and provide different alternatives for children who need it. And they do that quite frequently so that they can keep up with it, which I think is very good because it allows them to keep up with the child and allows the child to constantly be growing who's struggling in some things. The next question is examples of the development, what activities promoted the four developments. And for the first one, social emotional, I think that a child in this classroom environment shows that they have independence, which is definitely a good on their feelings. They feel independent. The teachers aren't hounding them where they should play. They get to pick where they want to play. So I think that allows it too. And they went through circle time. Circle time allows a child to be with other kids with interaction and everybody sharing how they feel. Second one is the cognitive. And I think this is shown where a child picks a toy and allows them to think for themselves and allows them to do what makes them happy. The one incident is where the teacher said that a child didn't have to play in the main activity. If they chose that they were going to be happier somewhere else, they allowed that to happen. So I think that's a good example for the cognitive thinking, a child making a choice to what's going to make them happy. And for language, while the teachers were all sitting together in a meeting, basically, they were talking about what would be good for language and helping a child who is struggling with that. And they said that while the child plays with Legos, speak with the child about the colors, have conversation, what are you building, how are you going to build it, what color is this Lego. This enhances the conversation and his communication. It forces him to speak with the teacher about his play. So I think, and it's one-on-one. So I think that's a good thing for a child too who's learning language. And another thing they did as well in circle time, they sung the Fly Fly Birdie, which is also good for language singing. Singing is very easy. Kids love to sing, so it's easy for them to just sing and not even know they're learning language. And the last one is their physical. There was a lot of examples in this video shown for physical. A child was playing with his animals and manipulating the animal figures. That's learning physical, small gross motor skills. And then they were in the circle time again singing, and when they said Fly Fly Birdie, they did the motions. So the teachers definitely incorporate a lot of these developments into their classrooms, and the children seemed so happy with where they were and their environment that they were in. So I think it's a good thing that the children are very independent, and definitely a good sign for something to do while I'm a future teacher learning. It's good to see that and know that the children should be that way. Thank you.